Guys, T Blake here. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. I wanted to keep doing one business oriented video a week. Now, something I get asked a lot is why, sneakers go under retail on eBay and whether or not it's okay to buy them. So, there's a lot of misconceptions with eBay, and I figured doing a business video to explain why sneakers wind up on eBay is a good example. And there's a link down below in the description with kind of the general guidelines I talked about in this video. And if you don't want to go searching, I did create Sneaker eBay Steals. It's been around for about a year now, and figured I'd give it some publicity from this video. So let's take an example here. The Air Jordan 1 KO. Now, this sneaker released recently on Nike. You can, in fact, still find it for its full retail price of $140. Now, it's sitting on the site here. All the sizes. As a general rule on eBay, I always search by the style code. That kind of separates the men from the boys. You'll notice a lot of top-rated sellers have really rich, descriptions, including the style code, and these are the people that you want to stay with. Granted, no matter where you purchase from eBay, if it's an inauthentic product, you can return it. So you can see here, size 11.5, I can purchase it for $20 under retail versus what Nike's charging. Now, another thing is if you live in a high tax state, New York, California, all eBay purchases come with no tax, and many of them ship free. So whereas you might have paid 8 or 9% on $140, you're going to save 20%, $20 off, and the tax rate. So why do people have, one, the sneakers early, and two, why are they under retail? So let's give an example of a store. Now this could go for mom and pop boutique all the way up to Finish Line. So let's pretend this is your Nike invoice that you got and you had 3 SKUs on it, right? So you have the Jordan 11, an Air Force 1, and we'll do the Kyrie 2 just for an example. So the Jordan 11, I'm going to get invoiced from Nike at about 50%. That's called Keystone, is 50% off what you're going to retail it for. Nike's is actually a little bit closer to 45%, so it'd probably be more realistically $115. But for the sake of keeping it simple, we'll do that. Now over here we have sell-through, which is how many of these pairs we're going to expect to sell through. So if you were invoiced for this at 100 pairs, you'd profit $11,000, which is how much the original invoice is. You sell through all the pairs, so there's nothing left, and you can pay that invoice. Now, what about the Air Force One? So you got 100 pairs as well. They retail at $110, but sell-through is only going to be about 50%, so you're going to be left over with 50 pairs. Same with the Kyrie 2. Price 65, quantity 100 pairs, retailing $130. You're only going to sell through 20%, so you still have 80 pairs left. Now, what are you going to do with these pairs? Well, you have to pay your Nike invoice. So what happens is, while you might have the retail be $120 here for the Kyrie, you might sell 50 pairs to someone that's called a jobber, who then will put them on eBay for, maybe $90 a pair. So now you've gotten through all your invoice, you've paid back a little bit more, and you made a little bit of profit, and you've given the person that's going to put your product on eBay some room to make profit. And that's where these Jordan KOs come from. Now, this is something that happens a lot, especially with how many SKUs are dropping every weekend for retailers. So I highly recommend, if it's not a hyped up energy release like something like a Jordan 12 and it is that Kyrie 2, definitely look on eBay first. Now, like I said, this page already screens them, so I'm going to sort the listings so that they're in your best interest looking at the SKUs, so you can try to find pairs that are authentic. But again, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter or Kicks Under Cost under Twitter, and you had a question and wanted to tweet it, I have people that run this page that will help you with a legit check. This is just the explanation again of why these sneakers are under retail and whether or not it's safe to buy. As always, the same rules apply, looking for sellers that have good information, they have good feedback, and if it does seem too good to be true, chances are it is. But if you had a question and just wanted to tweet Kicks Under Cost or myself and give us a follow, definitely would be appreciated. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this business video, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll try to answer them down in the comments. T Blake signing out. Peace, guys.